welcome into your reading. This is going to be a general message for the month of November 2024. I hope everyone is doing well. The intention for today's reading, as always, is to gain insight and perspective. Hopefully you can also gain some truth, validation, direction, but we'll see what comes through today. As you can see, we have two cards already on the table. You have the card of Seeing the True You, which is the number 29, and then Abundance, Fortune, Wealth, and Plenty, which is the number 28. So Seeing the True You here, this card talks about perspective, okay, and perception. So the perception that you have upon yourself. What I was getting when I was channeling and stepping into your energy with this card is there's people in your life at this time that see the potential, right? See potential in you, see your capabilities, what you're made of. Maybe, the work that you're putting into something. You have mentors or older, family members that are trying to guide you, give you some direction, things like that, which is all great. And we are fortunate to have these types of people in our lives that can give us life experience of their own, but not in the way where we have to necessarily do everything that they say or do it in the way that they did it, right? What made them successful, how they handled their situation or whatever. It doesn't have to be exactly the same when we handle that same type of situation, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I just feel like it's important at this time to, with love and grace, yes, accept the wisdom and the mentorship and the direction that people in your life are giving you, but take the good and leave the bad, right? Like understand what you can take from that and make it into your own. I just feel that maybe some of you are starting to incorporate into your own self, like the perception that you have of yourself is literally the perception that other people have of you. So if other people are telling you, this is who you are, this is what you want, do you really want those things? Are you really like that? Maybe once you were, but as we grow and we experience and go through life, we change, right? Maybe somebody around you is seeing you or perceiving you the way you once were when you were younger, but now the things that you want and your goals and your aspirations and what is important to you, those types of things may have changed. So yeah, just kind of step back and really analyze that, what is it that you want, right? And the approach that you want to take, what is it that you think is important to be the priority at this time? Or, what goal is it that maybe your goals are changing and you want to go towards something different compared to what your parents or your elders want for you, right? It's like there are people around you that want the best for you and think that they know what is best for you, when the only people who know what is the best for us is ourselves, right? So yeah, there's something around that this month that is coming to the forefront here. And then obviously abundance. This is the goddess Lakshmi. So she's bringing wealth, fortune, and plenty into your life this month. So you may be getting a raise, a promotion, some money, just overall abundance. Abundance doesn't have to be in the form of money or materialism. It could also be friendship. It could be new bonds or, networking with or belonging to new groups of people, things like that. It could also be maybe there is a gain in your family line, right? Like maybe somebody's getting married or maybe somebody's having a child. And so there's more people in your family. So abundance in general. And I think that the important piece to this is while it's important for us to focus or do something about our financial status and our careers and things like that, it's also just as important to put focus on the other stuff in our lives, right? Like love, health, family, things like that as well. And as we do that, as we see how abundant we are in other areas of our lives, not just financially, that starts to reflect everywhere, right? So if you are happy and you are grateful and appreciative of the people in your life, of your relationships, of, your home, your children, things like that, naturally, you start to gain more and more prosperity and abundance in all the places around you, even financially, if that makes sense. But I think this card is just also saying, you are good, you are taken care of, you have blessings in your life. And this month, there may be some type of literal blessing that the universe is bringing forth. Okay. So that's something to look forward to there. All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say. We're going to take a look at your personal energy for the month of November. And if you come across this reading at any other time, hopefully you get a message out of it. It doesn't have to be just for November. All right. Leo, Leo, Leo. Ooh, I wanted to come out. Four of Swords. And the World. Wow. So big energy here for you at this time, Leo. The World signifies an ending and a new beginning in the way of cycles. Okay, so whereas death signifies ending and beginnings in the form of transformation, the World comes in talking about patterns and cycles ending. So you may have been in a more melancholic mood. You may have been feeling really tired or restless, or, just not really understanding why your energy levels are lower at, whatever at this time. And so I think that that's about to change. I think you're starting to see connect to yourself more and more with seeing the true you. Maybe you had to go through a moment of pause, through a moment of reflection. And I think that that's coming to an end. Like there's something coming full circle as it relates to some sort of awareness about yourself, what you want, the direction you're going, what you value, your belief systems, things that of that nature are changing within you. Therefore, your outer circumstance may be changing as well, right? So as within, so without, right? So if your wants, desires, and needs start to change from within, your external is changing as well, I'm getting. So there's something around that. But yeah, this is sort of a full circle type of thing. You're ending a phase here, and it's time to ascend. It's time to rise up. It's time to gain, in the ladder, go up in the ladder in some way. I don't know. This has to do with your job also. But yeah, the World is, even though it's a intense feeling, an intense energy, it still comes with great blessing. And you just have to see it, right? It's the perspective that you have as it relates to change in general. Some people don't do very well with change, and you as a fixed sign, I think for all of the fixed signs, you're probably the one that does better with the change. But still, it's just getting used to that. And maybe there's just a little bit of sadness when it comes to like saying goodbye to the old you and saying hello to the new you. And it's not like completely, right? Like your whole personality and character is changing. But I do think that there's something within you that is very significant, that is in the process of adjusting itself and finding a new course or a new path. You were once on one path, now you're going on another. And so, it takes time to adjust when that happens in our lives. So I think that that's what's happening for you this month. All right. Let's look into your love and relationship. So I'm starting to do love readings now on the channel. So in November, I'm going to be doing a love reading for each sign. So today we're just going to take a look at some basic energy as it relates to your love life for the month of November, but look out for your in-depth love reading later on in the month. All right, so in your love sector, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. So again, blessings upon blessings, right? And the Sun, as we know, is your ruler. Here you have the Sun mixed with abundance. There is abundance coming through within your relationship. Your person, your partner, is very steady, very stable. Their finances are also very steady, very stable. I think that they have a good head on their shoulders as it relates to finances and budgeting and, what is it that you're spending on, things like that. I am feeling that the both of you are going to be spending on something a little bit bigger this month just because the Sun is here. That's a big energy. But I think that the both of you are prepared and ready for that. Overall, between you and your partner, you are feeling good. You're feeling safe. You're feeling seen. And there's some fun to be had here this month with the Sun. Maybe some of you are going to shows. I'm with the musicians here. Maybe you're going to some concerts or I don't know. I mean, things are steady. Okay. I'm not saying that there's a lot of how can I say, like, I don't feel any ups and downs. I don't feel extremes. Okay. I don't feel extremes of any, like, extreme of passion or extreme of drama or anything like that. I just feel like very steady but happy. If this is, if you're single and you're listening to this reading and you want to know a little bit about your love life, I think that at this time, things, somebody or something that you've been waiting on for a really long time is finally about to show up. Okay, so if you've been waiting on someone for a long time, the Sun here is saying that there is going to be focus on them. There's going to be light shed on them. So you may hear from them soon, or they may be literally coming through in your presence soon. Maybe they may be coming with some gifts or some stability, some security. Somebody here may be opening up, and it's going to be very, very clear here with the Sun about their intentions and how they are devoting themselves to you. And I think that you can really trust this person, depend on this person. And they want to show you physically, tangibly, materialistically, in the form of actions taken that they do care and that they are here for you. All right, let's look at your career and finances. Ooh, Queen of Wands, beautiful. That's you right there. And the Tower. So as it relates to your money situation, you're making big moves here. And you have all of the confidence in the world to do it. You are ready for it. You have what it takes. You have the potential. You have the resources. The Queen of Wands is not going to make a move, a big change like that if she knows that she's not ready, or if she knows that it's going to be a bust, right? Or like a failure. Like, she's confident. Therefore, she's thought it through. She knows that she has what she needs. She knows she has the potential to make moves and get things going. He or she. All right. So, I mean, you're just surprising people here with your capabilities and your skill set. And, this is at the workplace. I think that you are very much in control and you're making changes. I feel like you're making big changes at the workplace. And you can handle this, okay? It feels like your work may be a lot this month in November, but for the sake of streamlining something later. Something was not working and you needed to figure out what needed to be broken down, what needed to go. And this was like a long time process that was put into place, or people were used to working a certain way or something like that. And you're just coming in and you're like making moves and making changes. And if this isn't you, then you may be experiencing this in your workplace this month, where a female authoritative type of figure is coming in to make these changes. If that is the case, you know, you just got to try your best to roll with it and see where you fit in, see what value you can give to this whole process. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at your, let's just go into more detail. We're going to do a 9-card spread here and get the story for the month. All right, what is it for the Leo, please? Let's go into more detail for Leo for the month of November. 2 of Wands. So choices, decision making here at the beginning of November. 3 of Wands. So 2 to the 3. Yeah, I mean, you're putting things into place, like I said, whether this is you or somebody else. Process and procedure, making choices, you know, just going through your options, and it's like putting things on the table. You have everything on the table, and you're picking the ones that you want to work on or you want to focus on, and then doing away with the rest. But it's like, okay, I'm going to try something. I feel that like, you made a choice. You're making a choice at the beginning of November to try something out, and you want to see the results of it. So this, for some of you, I'm getting like body, like maybe you're going on a certain type of diet, taking a certain type of supplement, doing a certain type of exercise, getting that with you guys. Like, okay, I'm going to start this and then wait for the results. Doesn't have to be physical. It could be something internal as well. Like habits that you're breaking, trying to do. I'm getting for somebody like the 21-day thing. Like if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. Because it's making a choice and then waiting for results. All right. So that's the big focus at the beginning of November for you. Judgment. Wow. You have the World and Judgment in the same reading. So this is a big month. There's a lot of awareness. There's a lot, like after deep reflection, there's a lot of awareness and adjustments that are being made here. There's something in your life, like a part of your life, or even it's your life in general, where you recently made changes and you are doing it for the sake of living a better life, being a better you, showing up better. There's maturity happening here, growth happening, a different way of seeing things, a different way of seeing life, seeing yourself. Maybe some of you are going through some type of like aging. Maybe some of you are actually like Libras or Scorpios or something, but you have Leo rising or something like that, where you just went through a birthday and you're sort of like, it's your new year, right? Like you're changing your life, with Judgment and the World so close together here. But there's a lot of awareness coming through, especially when it comes to this choice or choices that you've made, the results that you're seeing from the choices that you've made. There's realization and awareness about that. Things that you have done in the past even are coming full circle now as well. So choices you've made in the past, you're starting to feel the ramifications of that. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You have the Sun next to the Sun. I'm guessing it's a good thing. So if you've put the work in, Leo, you're getting your results this month. Oh my God. I can't. Like, I want to be a Leo. I want to have Leo energy this month. Like, can you, oh my gosh, these cards are talking. The middle of November, can you see that? The sun, Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the sun next to the sun. This is amazing. Like, you are in the right place at the right time. You should be making moves. You should be taking risks. You should be being bold. You should come off strong, come off authoritative, and make these choices and these changes. And be careful while you do this. You don't want to allow other people, right? If it's not your husband, wife, other people to influence you or dictate or make you feel guilty for not listening to them or whatever, right? Like, Leo here is coming off really strong. They know that they need to take an opportunity. They know they need to say yes to something. They know that this is the right time to make the move. Last thing you need is for somebody else to come through wanting to influence you another way, right? You believe it with all of your heart, mind, body, and soul here with this Queen of Wands, that this is what you need to do. So do it. Okay. And for some of you, I'm also hearing don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness, right? Like, just make the move. It's going to come out in your favor. You are in control here, especially in the middle of November. The Wheel of Fortune is providing you with some sort of opportunity to take. It's going to be clear as day that this is an opportunity that you need, that you've been waiting for. And even if you don't need it or haven't been waiting for it, something happens. The universe is like, look, you have the opportunity to go in another direction that is more in alignment, right, with what you want for your life. For some reason, the universe is giving you this blessing. It's up to you as to whether you're going to take it and run with it or not. It may involve you going on another path compared to what the path that you were already on. And so it's like, what are you going to do? But like I said, this opportunity is very clear. There's no mistaking it. This also may come from a superior as well. So some of you may receive an offer at work. Maybe you were not looking for it, but somebody saw your capabilities and all of that, and they're just like, okay, you're the person that we need. Also, again, here with this card, right? The other people around you are looking at your potential, like I said in the beginning. At the end of the month, you have the Two of Pentacles. More choice here. Somebody here is weighing the options. I think that whatever you started in the beginning of November and you're just like, okay, I'm going to try this and see what comes out of it. You get the results, and judgment here is like huge. Like, the results are better than you expected, and they actually made changes in other ways that you were not expecting either. And so, yeah, it's just like, okay, well, all of this just started happening, right? Like, I feel this person, whoever I'm reading for, didn't expect it. They were just doing their job, or they were just doing what they thought to be right. And they're just like, I'm going to try this out. It's common sense, or it sounds practical, or it sounds like it'll work. Let's try it, see what happens. You try it, you get amazing results, and you start to get recognition. You start to get the blessings. At the end of the month, the energy does shift a little bit. So at the end of the month, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Moon, and the King of Swords. There's something that is unknown here coming through with the Moon. I don't know if you're doing this or if this is really happening, but there's a lot of uncertainty coming through all of the sudden. So you want to be careful about creating problems in your mind that are not really there, and trying your best to stay as present in the moment as possible at all times, especially when you start to feel this like hesitation or doubt come through at the end of this month. I feel like things are happening super fast. There's a lot of fire energy, and you are fire, so you're used to that. But all of a sudden, it's just like, wait a minute, like, this is too good to be true. Is this real? What's the catch? You know, maybe somebody is giving you an offer, but it involves more work, or it involves like you needing to sacrifice something or not be true to yourself. So you're back and forth about this, and you're weighing your options. You're also trying to find a middle ground and a compromise, I'm feeling, as well. And maybe some of you are actually like trying to justify this and be like, okay, this may not be what I wanted, but it comes with a crap load more money, or this may not be what I wanted, but, you know, it does have these extra benefits to it, or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes the universe just does that, right? Like, we think we know what we want, and we do everything, take the action and try to manifest it and do the work. And we're feeling pretty good about it until all of a sudden the universe just gives us something else and says, like, what we have is already great, but then this is also enticing. This is also tempting. This is also great, you know? And for what reason? Probably for the sake of, do you know what you really want? Do you know who you really are? Right? Going within, especially with the moon here and the King of Swords, like staying quiet at the end of the month and reflecting on these possibilities and what they come with, right? And what is true to you. I'm just going to give an example. Let's say that you're getting married and you're planning a wedding, you know, and you want something simple, but somehow, some way, people are coming through with money, or you get discounts, or, you know, a venue, a day opened, right? A certain day opened, or a certain type of venue opened that is more extravagant and not as simple, right? And it's here for the taking. You can afford it. You can do it. You know, would you take that? Just because it's available, just because it's there, right? Or, you know, maybe a job or something, or even a relationship even, right? Like people, you know, maybe you're single, you like somebody, you're talking to somebody, but this other person that you've had a crush on your entire life or whatever starts to give you some attention, right? What then? You're connecting with this current person, this other person that you've always, you know, liked or whatever starts to come through. What do you do at that point? You know, why wasn't that person here to begin with, right? Like, I don't know. I just feel that that's the point of this month for you. You're going to be faced with something like this month, and all in an effort to really stay true to who you are. Okay. It's nothing bad to where it's like you're going to lose out on money or anything like that, because there's so much blessing here, but it may feel bad. It may feel like you probably going to think to yourself, I should feel really excited about it. Why do I feel bad? Why do I feel guilty? And you don't have to feel those things, you know, it's just a matter of making a decision and knowing what you really want, what you truly want, who you truly are, and trying your best to not allow all of these other people, distractions, or whatever to push you in a direction that is not authentically yours to go. When you feel that weirdness in your belly, when you feel that weirdness of like, you know, this is great and all, but you'd rather be home in your pajamas with your, you know, loved one binging on shows, like that feels better, right? Than getting all dressed up and going out to a party where you don't know anybody. That's another example. I don't know. I think Leos love to do that. I think Leos love to go get dressed up and go out where they don't know anybody. But that's just an example again, right? Like, what feels authentic to you? What feels comfortable to you? Where are you in your most comfortable place within, inside? Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's a great month overall. I'm really excited for you, especially during the holidays and all of that, just to be so blessed from the universe at this time. Very fortunate. Remember to stay appreciative and grateful to God, to the universe for all of your blessings. If you got anything out of today's reading, please click the like button. I would really appreciate it. I do personal readings if you're interested in that. My email is in the description of this video. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you there. Let's see who's going next. All right, the next reading I'm doing is for the Gemini. So if you have any Gemini placements, look out for that video coming through. All right, Leo, thank you again for your time and energy. Loved reading for you guys. Have a good month. See you in the next one. Bye.